welcome to this session, and today we will talk about the properties of materials. In our previous session we have discussed about the different types of things which we have used in our life for different purposes, and they all have different types of properties, different types of shape, size and other things of etc. Then after, in this session we discussed about the properties of materials. Materials which we have used, they all have different types of properties. In this first property is appearance. In this property you can see different kinds of materials such as wood, metal, plastic, glass and poetry look different from each other. As I have said, all things which we have used, they all look different to each other. So we call the appearance properties are available in materials because all the things, all the different kind of materials are different from each other. For example, we can see the some type of things. Something can sigh, and some things cannot sigh. Wood look different, and chalk look different because they all have different types of materials. These properties, appearance. We can see in zinc, aluminium, copper. They are all look different to each other because of this property. Then after hardness, you have already learned about the hardness. You have known about the hardness. What is the meaning of hardness? If you touch any type of thing, by touching you can feel the thing which you have touched are hard or soft, because some materials cannot be pressed. Some material cannot be pressed with hands. If we touch any, or if we catch anything in our hand, then we cannot press this thing easily, because these type of things may be hurt or scratch or cut easily. These type of things have hardness property. Because of the hardness properties, we cannot press them easily, we cannot cut them easily. But we have also the soft thing, the things which we can press with our hand easily, we can cut them easily. Then we can say the things which we can press or cut easily, these things have a softness property. Such material are hard and such material are soft. The materials which we can press easily with our hand, we can cut easily. So these things are soft and we cannot press with our hand easily and cut easily. They are the hard materials. Diamond is a hard material. So diamond is used to cut glass, because glass is a soft material compared to diamond. Always hard substance is used for the cut the soft materials. So diamond is used to cut glass. In this hardness properties, you can also observe the used normal things which you have used at home. For example, if you take eraser, then you can press them easily, you can cut them easily. So the property of eraser is softness property. But if you take a stone, one type of stone in your hand, then you cannot press the stone easily and you cannot cut it. So how we can define that? We can define that by using the example of stone and eraser. Stone has a hardness property and eraser is a softness property. So using these types of example, we can understand about the hardness and soft. Then after, soluble or insoluble property. Soluble or insoluble. What is the meaning of soluble or insoluble? Soluble, that means the material which can dissolve completely in water, they are called soluble. And insoluble things, the things which cannot dissolve completely in water, they are called insoluble. Soluble, that means the material which dissolved completely in water, they are called soluble. And which are not dissolved completely in water, they are called insoluble. Soluble for insoluble and soluble, in your textbooks also given one type of activity. In this activity, they take different types of 6 beakers, and these beakers they fill up with water. After filling the water, they put different things in them. For example, you can see here we have 2 beakers here, and we fill water in them. Then after, in first beaker, we add salt in it, and after adding salt, after some minutes, you can see the salt will be dissolved completely in water. So you can say salt is dissolved completely in water, so it is a soluble. Then after, in your textbook also given the, we add after the chalk powder. If you add chalk powder in this water, you can see after some minutes, as it is chalk powder settle down at the downside of the beaker, because it is insoluble in water. Salt can soluble because it is soluble property, and chalk powder cannot solve in water. Then after, if you put oil drops in water, what you will see? You will see oil settle at the top side of the water. First we add salt in water, and what you will see? You will see clear solution of salt in water. Salt is completely dissolved in water. But when you add chalk powder in water, after some time you can see the chalk powder does not dissolve in water completely. It settle downside of the water. Then after you add oil in water, what you will see? You will see the water will become a surface upside of the water, because salt is soluble, and chalk powder and oil do not solve in water. So using this activity, we can understand about the soluble properties and insoluble properties, the things, the materials which can dissolve completely in water, they are called soluble, and the things and material which do not dissolve completely in water, they are called insoluble. Then after density, using this activity, we have learned about the soluble and insoluble. But why it happened? It happened because of the density. Density is the degree to which a substance is dense. This is happen because of the density of the things. The things which have less density, it will be settled downside or upside of the water. In chalk powder, you can see chalk powder is settled downside of the water because of the density of the chalk powder is more than compared to water. When we compare the density of chalk powder compared to water, the density of the chalk powder is more than, so it settled downside of the water. But in oil makes surface upside of the water. Why it happened? It happened because the density of oil is less than compared to water, so it make a float on water. All these happen because of the density. Density is also one type property we can see in things. So students, these are our properties for the materials appearance. Different kind materials such as wood, metal, plastic, glass, they are all different to each other, different from each other. Then after, you can also see the some types of thin and shiny, then some are dull. For example, wood look different, chalk look different, they all have different appearance. Then after, hardness and softness, the things which we cannot press our hand, we cannot cut them easily. These type of things we can say the hard things, but we can press easily, we can them cut easily. These things are soft things. Then after, we also say the diamond is used to cut glass. And after, the soluble and or insoluble things, the things which can dissolve completely in water, they are called soluble, and not completely dissolved in water, they are called dissolved. Then after, density, it happens because of the density. All materials have different types of density to each other. The all properties are different from them each other. Here we have four properties, but one type of properties is remain here. Now I will explain this type of properties to you. Now we discussed about the transparency properties of materials. We have discussed about the other types of properties. Now we will discuss about the transparency property which we can see in materials. When you traveling with your cars, in your cars or other vehicle, then use their windows, you can see the outside through using the glass. Sometimes you can see all things, but sometime in winter season most you cannot see through the window, through the glass of the cars, because of the frost is there. So sometimes we can see throughout the glass, sometimes we cannot. In transparency, they given us three types of materials: transparent materials, translucent materials, and opaque materials. They all have different types of properties in transparency. In first, transparent materials, that means the materials using the things which we can see throughout clearly. We can see using these type of materials throughout clearly. For example, glass window and some type of plastic and other things, using these type of things we can see outside clearly throughout the glass. These type of material called transparent. Using them we can see clearly throughout them. Then after, transparent materials, we can see using these type of materials. Throughout these materials we can see partially, not fully, but we can see partially. These type of materials are called transparent materials. For example, oily paper, thin cloth. Using these type of materials we cannot see fully throughout the materials, but we can see partially throughout them. Then after, opaque materials, the materials by which we cannot see anything throughout them. These type of material are called opaque material. For example, wood, wall, notebook. That means if you want to see any type of thing, using any type of thing, for example, if you want to see anything using a glass, then you can see properly, because glass is a transparent materials which are useful to us throughout clearly. But using paper, using wood, we cannot see anything throughout them because they are opaque materials. So students, transparency properties, that means they have also different to each other. Some things are useful to us, see throughout them properly, fully. They are transparent materials, but some are useful to partially. We can see the partially throughout them. And also we have some types of materials, using this type of materials we cannot see anything them throughout them. These type of materials are opaque materials. So we have three types of materials we can see in transparency properties: transparent materials, translucent materials, and opaque materials. The all materials have different types of features from each other. This is one type of properties called transparency properties. We can see the transparency properties also in materials. So students, we have discussed about different properties in materials. Hardness, some materials are hard, some materials are soluble, insoluble. Then after, transparency. So all things which are useful to us, which we have used at our life, they all have different properties to each other. In this chapter we have discussed about the different types of properties for materials. We can see the different properties for them. Then after, properties of a few commonly used materials. We have also the some types of properties which are commonly used materials. First, wood. You can see in wood, dull appearance, hard, rough, lower density than water. Lower density than water, that means we have already discussed about the lower density than water. That means wood will be float on water because the density of the wood is lower than compared to water. I have already told you the density of anything. If the density of this thing is more than compared to water, then it will be settled downside of the water because the density of this thing is more than compared to water. But you can see here the density of the wood is less than compared to water, so it will be float on the water. Then after, matter has shiny appearance. Then after, it is hard. Sometimes it is smooth and insoluble in water. Metal is insoluble water, and metal have more density compared to water, and it is insoluble in water. You have already known about soluble and insoluble. Then after, plastic have dull appearance. Then after, can be hard or soft. In market we can get the soft plastic also and hard plastic also. They are different according to their features. We use the different types of plastic according to their features. Some plastic are hard and some plastic are soft. Then after, insoluble. Plastic always insoluble in water. Whenever you throw any plastic bag any in river, then after any type of water source, then after some time you can sort the thing is as it is in water because plastic is insoluble in water. Then after, it is smooth. Plastic is smooth. Then after, lower density than water. Plastic has lower density than water because whenever you throw any plastic bag in water, you can see the plastic bag will be float on water. It cannot settle downside of the water. Why it is happen? Because of the density of the plastic is lower density compared to water. Then after, glass has shiny appearance. Then after, hard. Glass may be hard or smooth and insoluble. Glass always insoluble in water. Then after, higher density than water. Glass has higher density compared to water. When you throw any glass in water, then you can see the glass can be settled downside of the water. Why it will be happen? Because of the density of the glass is higher compared to water. So students, most about the soluble, insoluble, density, and then after, transparency. We have different properties which are used by the materials, and most of soluble, insoluble, the things which will be dissolved completely in water, they are called soluble, and the things which will be not completely dissolved in water, they are called insoluble. For example, salt completely dissolved in water. Then after, sand cannot dissolve in water, so salt is soluble and sand is insoluble. Then after, we have also discussed about the properties of a few commonly used materials. This type of properties most of used materials commonly. Then after, in this chapter we have discussed about the different types of materials, different types of things we can see around us. We can sorting them, and after we can keep them we can make them in group because they have different features from each other. They are different from their size, shape and color. Then after we have seen here the different types of properties of materials. So our chapter number 5 is completed here. Now we will meet in our next session with our chapter number 6.